What's up, everybody? We are
Beauty.
and the quad, and I know it's been a while. Right before though, I want to say this. Right before this little take right here, my beauty was doing stuff to her hair and saying, "What could I? What's that? What's that?" And I said, "What are you worried about? It isn't called the beautiful quad and the other person, or the beautiful quad and the caregiver, or the beautiful quad and Elizabeth. It's called beauty and the quad for a reason, right? She's the beauty." And I'm the quad. I mean, I could be considered beautiful, but that's for another day. She's the beauty. So stop fixing yourself. Anyway, it's been a while.
I got my
We haven't
hair
been here in a
cut.
while.
So
We haven't.
I'm fixing my hair because it's different.
You got your head a while ago.
I know, but it's the first beauty in the quad with the
Yeah,
new
they're
haircut.
gonna tune out in just a second.
Yep. Okay.
So anyway, there's lots of reasons we haven't been here, but and I want to get to a point on what it reminds me of, but why don't you share, Miss Beauty Queen,
We've had
um,
so
what's been
much
going on?
going in our family in the last couple of weeks. Our middle son is a
Our middle
baseball
son.
player.
Yeah.
Our middle son is a baseball player, and he has been being recruited. So that's been a lot. And so we had to do a long distance trip to visit a college that he ultimately committed to, and we are very proud of him for that. Western Kentucky University, go Hilltoppers. And we're so excited about that. And
We
then
should brought a red towel to
I
wave.
should have brought a red tie. That's right. We'll do that next time. And then our oldest son got married. And that was, of
Easter
course,
on Easter.
on Easter weekend. And of course, that was a whole thing. And anybody who's ever had a wedding in their family knows that that was sweet and wonderful. And we are so proud and excited to welcome Maria to our family. And she is just a doll. And we are so thrilled. But then that, and just there's been a world of other little things here, little things there that have just kind of sent our world into a set of busy chaos, it feels like, lately. And that's kind of, I don't, it hasn't not been that way for a while, but it just felt like all of a sudden things were just kind of spinning a
Well,
little
what
bit.
happens is what all of a sudden became aware of is so we hadn't done a beauty in a quad during all this time, and it's because we weren't consciously aware. We weren't paying attention, right? We weren't being aware. We weren't being present. We weren't being conscious about it, and we're just letting life happen. And that's the ultimate thing today that I want to talk about. There was one other thing you wanted to say, but I'll see if you remember. Anyway, so life is fast, right? And it happens, and if you don't pay attention, you're not aware, you're not present, then it can affect you in all kind of ways, especially with your health, right? Forget about beauty in a quad, 2 times, 3 times a week, right? With your health, right? That's where it becomes effective. You're not paying attention. All of a sudden, you go one day without being aware, you go 2 days without being aware, and it becomes 4 days, and becomes 8 days, becomes 16,
Mm-hmm.
becomes a month, becomes all of a sudden you're right back where you were next year, where you are this year, if you're not aware and you're not present and you're not conscious. That's what this reminded me of,
Mm-hmm.
of not doing it. It's not necessarily when you're beauty and qualities that, we weren't aware of it. We wouldn't
Right.
pay attention to it. We
And
weren't conscious of it, and therefore we just didn't do it,
Right. And
right?
some of those bad habits, because we were just so
Yeah.
focused on all those other things that we were doing, a couple of bad habits creeped right back in.
Right.
That's what I forgot, right?
Right, yeah, because we weren't being present. We don't practice this, obviously, you can tell. We, we weren't being present. But that's the whole point. The whole point today is if you want your health to succeed, right? If you want to successfully have a healthy life or whatever it is in your life that you're doing, right? I mean, beyond health, but it could be a job or it could be, right? It could be doing things on Facebook. It could be whatever it is. You have to be aware every day
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be present every day. You have to be conscious every day. Because if you aren't, then again, it becomes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 months,
Mm-hmm.
a year. And you go, man, I thought I was going to do something this year about my health or about this or that. And you haven't. It's all because only you let life go fast, right? You didn't jump onto the ride. You just kind of participated here and there and everywhere, and that's good to participate, but you got to get on, but the way I think to get onto the ride of life is to be aware and conscious and
Mm-hmm.
present every day.
Got to take the reins.
There you go.
Take the
So
reins.
be aware, be present, be conscious. Grab your health, right?
Yep.
Grab your health. So that's what we got today. Maybe we'll be aware and be back sooner than a month. whatever it was last time. But until then, we are
Beauty.
and the quad. Have a great afternoon,
Yep.
morning, evening, whenever you watch this.